Plaintiff Julio Castaño has been friends with the defendant since kindergarten. And now that they're older, the defendant thinks he's a player when it comes to women. Julio says the defendant's latest gimmick is to pretend he's a firefighter, and he's suing because he loaned the defendant money for tickets to see Justin Timberlake and the Black Eyed Peas, but he has yet to be repaid. Defendant Alex Berrigan says he doesn't think he's a player. He knows he is. Alex claims he tried to teach Julio the tricks of the trade, but he just creeps the girls out with his cheesy pickup lines. Alex insists he paid for his tickets to the Justin Timberlake concert, and the other tickets were a gift, so he refuses to pay him anything.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Prove your case.
Well, sir, Alex and I were friends since we were together in kindergarten. Our families are close. We grew up playing soccer together up until middle school. And middle school, about the age when us guys start liking girls, Alex over here thinks he's a player. So you know,
I don't think I'm a player. I know I'm a player.
He looks like a player. Yeah.
Gotta keep it sharp, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trust me, this guy's no
He
player.
got the hair, he got the diamonds, and sharp. No.
Trust me, Your Honor, this guy's no player. He goes home alone every time. I've seen you revoke player cards before, and if you're going to revoke a player card, you got to revoke his.
I will take a player's card. And you take his.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a certified player, so it's all good.
I don't know. He might win the trophy this year. The Man of the Year, the Player of the Year award.
He doesn't even have a card, so.
Tell him how the game goes.
Well,
Tell me
Your
about
Honor,
yourself.
me being a certified player, I just. When we go out, this guy's just desperate. He's completely desperate. I try to teach him game and whatnot, and he just doesn't have it. He creeps out the girls, which,
How does he creep them out?
He goes up to them and says, "Oh, you're hella fine." Or, dang, girl, the things I would do to you.
Honor,
girls don't want to hear that.
But girls
want to
quiet. Let him give you the game.
Girls want a gentleman.
They want a gentleman.
A gentleman.
Give us some pickup lines. What's happening now? How do they do it?
I don't really do pickup lines. I kind of more, plan things out, play tricks on girls, and I'll pull like a piece of lint out of my pocket and be like, "Are you kidding me? You really have a piece of lint on you?" And and then that gets her defensive, and she's like, "Oh, that's really, I must have forgot to use my lint roller." Well, girl, telling you,
that alone shows you.
So right there, the thing is, she doesn't feel threatened by me.
Right.
She doesn't think I'm going to try to hit on her.
And you're a nice guy.
Yeah, as opposed to guys
and she can't refuse a conversation with you.
Exactly.
Because you're nice enough to pull the cotton off of her.
Exactly.
So that would be rude and mean of her.
Yeah.
That's good game. That's good game.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I like that.
Give a shout out to
You get my vote on that.
Well, I haven't seen it work, and
that's because we don't hang out anymore.
What else you want to tell me about your buddy before we get to the loans and the interest?
Well, Your Honor, his latest gimmick with the ladies is saying he's a firefighter. And let me tell you one thing, he's no firefighter. I got text message from his brother saying he's not a firefighter. I got a picture of him posing in his brother's firefighter stuff.
What's funny? What's funny is I never said.
Hold on. Now, he's looking more like a player con man the more I listen.
You're
one of my best friends I grew up with. He runs my community center, a good buddy of mine. We were in college. We used to try and run our little game to get through ladies. He used to wear a Detroit Lions jersey with a neck brace and tell the women he was injured, but he played for the Lions. Then, another year, he would wear a stethoscope and the doctor's attire. What is it? The scrubs.
Yeah.
Walking around campus saying he was a doctor. He was teaching some type of course. So you're on your way. He had plenty of women. Plenty of women.
I'm not a firefighter. I'm a firefighter student. And I'm actually leaving to academy in January.
That's what he used to tell the women. All right, don't say things, man. Don't do me like that.
Until it doesn't work, then.
Don't do me like that, man. How does he owe you for these loans?
Well, it started in September 2007. He came to me asking to help buy him tickets to a Justin Timberlake concert. He was bringing sexy back. So he took a lady to that. We agreed upon that he'd pay me within a month. And
How much?
How much? It was $469.
That's funny because I did go to the Justin Timberlake concert, but I bought my own tickets, and I did take a lady. So I got a settlement when I was 18, and it was well over 6 figures.
That's what it is. All right, blunt force trauma to the head.
Yeah. Actually, I flew through a windshield of a car and have a 9-inch scar on my head.
Really?
So I did have some trauma there.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a huge settlement. So when I got this settlement, I had people that weren't my friends all of a sudden become my friends. Mm-hmm. Then I felt like a rock star. And, and you being a boss that you are, I'm sure you like to take your buddies out, and have a good time. So that's what I did. And I did that with these guys for like almost 2 years, and I bought them stuff. I took them shopping. I felt like a celebrity, but I'm no one. And so these guys were just like my groupies. And
you should have saved money for a future family that you might have. You mentioned me, and I take my buddies out. You saying, no, I have a family. I did that when I was a kid, perhaps, but I didn't have a bunch of money, and I wish I'd have saved that money for my family. So I would have more for my kids' education in their college and help them start a business when they leave college or help them get homes or what have you. And they may think I'm going to do all that now. But it's going to be...
Your Honor, is I spent thousands of dollars on this guy.
He did not spend no $1,000 on me.
Definitely thousands of dollars.
I hope you learned the lesson, sir.
And he also gave me subwoofers as a gift because he knows I spent so much money on him that,
But you say he never loaned you money for the concert.
No.
All right, what other loans you alleging?
In late March of this year, he wanted to go to a Black Eyed Peas concert. So I being a good friend, I've known him.
How much?
It was $1,455 for a Black Eyed Peas concert, and I charged that on my credit card.
How many people? How many tickets?
It was 8 tickets. It was him, a girl.
Did you even get to go?
No, I didn't want to go.
You don't like concerts?
Oh, I like concerts.
He doesn't like women.
Not Black Eyed Peas. No, I like women. I definitely get them too. So I don't know.
Okay.
Just looking at us, you can tell who the better looking guy is. So.
Yeah, but he got the game.
Ladies.
He has the game with him.
It's cool. You look good in your dad's clothes. It's all good. Notice there's no argument there.
Now I'm having a little fun and giving him a little deference, but what's more important in life is not how many girls you have. It's
or money.
How you're achieving your goals and taking care of your family and your relatives and your community. I think women respect that more than they do a couple of dollars. So, quit talking about this man's attire. I'm not gonna let you keep dogging this young man. Now you're talking about he's wearing his daddy's clothes. It's not, is it?
No.
All right.
I don't know. There was no argument.
Let's get back to the loans. Okay. What was the agreement on repayment?
He would pay me within a week the previous tickets, the Justin Timberlake tickets, the Black Eyed Peas concert tickets, and any interest that accumulated if he didn't
How much
pay me.
has he paid you since that time?
He hasn't paid me anything. I've continually asked him. I've got nothing but excuses.
Sir?
Your Honor, see, he told me the tickets were going to be a gift because of so much money I spent on him. And then he says he has a paper signed by me and that he wrote up a contract, which I never signed. What I believe that he would probably put my signature on there because my name is pure cursive, full written, Alex Berrigan. Okay. I mean, I could teach a monkey to sign my name.
Okay. So first of all, you're denying the loans. That's what, let's start there.
That's correct because I was very generous with him, taking him to football games.
Okay, and you'd given away all your money by then, so you couldn't afford it.
I was giving him away. I was giving away money.
Right, and you couldn't afford it at that time.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
My money was locked up in a CD account.
Okay.
And I couldn't touch it at all.
Okay. So that's why you need it.
Yeah. So then this issue didn't come up till September that he needed the money for tuition and whatnot. So I told him no. So next thing you know, I get a call from my mom. This guy went to my mom like if we were 12-year-old kids and told her, and my mom just basically was like, you guys are grown men.
He says you have a note.
Yeah,
Let me see
I
it,
got
please,
text
Paul.
messages between me and him.
You say you didn't sign it. You have your driver's license on you. I'll compare signatures.
There's a
you have your
promissory note right there.
Take a look.
Doesn't that decertify a player if you sign something?
That's a good point. And players don't sign for loans, so I noticed you couldn't have done this.
But it's a very easy signature. It's just pure cursive. Full written name, nothing
As you see,
fancy.
It is very easy.
My
It's
sister was
very
there when
easy
he
to
signed.
determine that this is the same signature that is on this. You take a look at it.
Like I said, it's an easy one to. It's an easy one.
That's a hard
very
signature.
identical though.
Yeah,
Except
I know
mine
it
has an
is.
accent on the
You
A.
don't say. $2,124. I believe he's lying. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
I still want to teach us some game with the ladies and, teach them a little bit about what it is to actually be a Mac daddy and maybe get them a player card.
I mean, I'd still be his friend, but I'm not going to lend money out, especially when I'm trying to have my priorities set in order with school, finishing school first.
It's friendship over money for sure. So,